Hi there, my name is Colchis, and I'm on some balance stream that is I had to come on here to make sure that it was perfectly balanced. Because we're here in the Marble League for Event 3, balancing will be recalibrated, so don't worry, marbles won't be falling off immediately. They have to go as far as they can. This is the mark for 81. And the event has to go backwards. That's where the balance beam starts there, not from where they are going to first come off. If you make it all the way to the end, the ending doesn't give you a 44 or a 46, it will give you a 45 no matter where you are at the landing. And we have a blue creature from the host's turtle sliders to mark this. We'll be going in order of reverse championship, so let's get into the race. Or technically the runs. First up we have the Bumblebees, and they've struggled a lot in this Marble League. They bounced to the 24 mark. That's not bad. When the bounce beam became better, marbles are not getting as good of a score on it. That's something we noticed. It shows with B. Now Swax is going to just join them at that mark. They're pretty consistent. It can be make or break by Honey, and I guess it's a little bit of break. It's a 22, a 24, and two 23s, and that makes a 92 as the opening mark. So the 91 mark is here, so that's not a bad run per se, but there's a reason why they're in last place, and that kind of shows. The team that's going to try to beat the Bumblebees is going to be the Raspberry Racers. They only have 9 points, and it comes from the most recent event, so they did make it to the top half. They struggled in that one, though. They go over that mark to get a decent score. Now, that was Razzie. How about Rezzy? It's been Razzie individual events. Razzie did well. You could say different for Rezzy. Can Rezzy redeem themselves here, though? Oh, no, quick drop off. So Rozzie's going to have to save this run. And Rozzie kind of does do that at a 27. So it's a 27 plus a 25, so that makes 52. Plus they're 18 there, so a 70. And a 16, so a 76. That does not compare to the... Next up will be the sunrises in a random order. The first marble gets a 29. Okay, well that's the highest score of any marble so far. A 16 is definitely not matching that though. They move to a 21, so it's a decent score. They could close it on the Bumblebees. They get that in their 26 or 29 plus their 26. It's going to make a 55 plus their 21 there makes a 76, which has the Raspberry Racers. Then their 76 plus their 16, it's going to make a 92, so they tie with the Bumblebees. But their highest marble, which in this case is Morning, is higher than Bumble. It's 24. So the Sunrises take the lead. Next up, the Indigo Stars. They start with Diego. Diego does not get that good of a result. Now we have Indy. It goes to a 27. Go-Go is next. Go-Go finishes the balance beam. Okay, that's a really good run by Go-Go. That's probably going to put them up in the first place, unless it's somehow Bingo blows this. And no, Bingo does well. Oh, uses the tape measure to your advantage. That's a skill set you can use in this balancing. So you have your 45 plus a 35, so you have an 80 plus a 27, so a 107 plus an 18, so you have a 125. I think that beats a 92. Next up, we have the Minty Maniacs. Dropped 6 spots in the last event. Start off with a 26. That's pretty good. Right now, it's maybe not looking too well because of how well the Indigo Stars did. Minty Drizzle is going to come next. Minty Drizzle cannot replicate that. So they have Minty Fresh. And just a 24. It's not looking as well. How do you compare to the Bumblebees? We have a 26, a 25, and a 24. So 75 plus a I'm gonna count this as a 21. So it does put them up into second place. They outdo the Bumblebees, and the Sunrises by 4 points. Next up, we have the Phoenix Firepower, who stay in 11th place after the last event. They earned 9th place by Flamey. Next up, they have the Captain Phoenix. Then you have Fire. And last but not least, Fiery. Fiery gives the run that last little boost. 223s plus a 22 is going to make a 68, plus a 28 is going to make a 94, and that's third place. But they don't beat the Minty Maniacs. But it is top half so far. And now we've got the home team, the Turtle Sliders. They run Crush and Squirt and individual defense, and so far it has not fully worked out. A 25 to start off with, now by Dash, and a 24 by Crush. How about Shelly? 23. And now Squirt, also 23, so 23 and 23, so 46 plus their 24 gives them a 70, and that 25, yes, it is going to be 25, puts them in third place and nearly second place, so they would not have to tiebreaker against them in Team Maniacs. Still not a bad score. Now the team that plays silver in the qualifiers, the team that plays gold is second place. Can the Chocolatiers take that back, or can they actually go at the Indigo Stars? They're going to need a better result so far. They're going in a random order like the Sunrises. They boost themselves up there, so they have a 21 and a 22. A 24, we're going to need a good last run if we're going to beat Minty Maniacs. And that is good. A 28 plus that 24 makes a 52, plus 22 makes a 74. And that's a 93. They just missed out. They're able to get 21 there. Wow, that's close. That makes a 93. And that's 5th place out of 8 teams. So actually, it's not that good. But it may help them in time. So I've got our first top half teams. It's going in the first order. Our 9th team up is the Rojo Rollers. They'll start off with their captain, Rojo Uno. 23. Now, Rojo Dos. Ties them at that 23 mark. Now, Rojo Trace. Gets that 26. Now, Rojo Quattro. 20. So, 46. And that's going to be a 92. Their highest marble does not beat the Sunrises. It does beat the Bumblebees. So they currently take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place out of 9 teams. That's how close it is. And that's tough considering the fact that they're only 4 points off of second place. Our 10th team up is going to be the Thunderbolts. They have their captain, Thunder, going up first to lead the way. Leads at a 26. It's not bad to set the pace, but they're going to need maybe a little bit better than that if they want to win. Lightning is at a 25. Shock is up next. Oh, but they just get a 20, so Bolt's gonna have to be the one to save this run. Goes to a 31, that helps. So 31 plus a 26, so a 57 plus a 25 makes their 82, plus 20 makes a 102, and that's second place for the Thunderbolts. They're looking to do really well now. We had a little bit of a cheer present in the background, so I thought their cheer was a stomp and a bang. Either way, they're second place. Now, we have got Team Momo ready to go. Start off with Mo. And that's a 25. Now Momo. To a 23. Now Momo. A 24 and Mo, and then Mimo. Just a 19. So that's going to be a 72 plus their 19 makes a 93. So we'll see how they fare against the top of the Chocolatiers. Chocolatiers at the tiebreaker, 28 to 25. Now next up, we have the Hazers, the defending champions, and they showed that in the silver in the last event. Could have been gold. Hazy starts off with a 23, so that's not bad. Now Misty, who got the silver medal in the last event, goes to a 29. They were almost a 30. Now we have Foggy. Okay, they go pretty far at the 32. They can practically contend with a good run from Smoggy, which they don't really get. Those two combine to make 48 plus 29, which makes a 77, plus their 32 makes a 109, and that's second place. They dethroned the Thunderbolts, and with just 4 teams left to go, they're going to get a top half finish. At minimum, a 6th place finish, and at maximum, a silver again. Goodbye to Hazers. So brief comparison, here's the Raspberry Racers. Now here's them to 4th place, here's the gap to 3rd, then the gap to 2nd place, then the gap to 1st place. So yeah, Indigo Stars have done really well to get a gap like this. The silver medalist from the first event, we have the Limers. Lime's going to be leading things off, and that's a good way to do it with the 33. But the captain's got to show why there's a captain, and that's Sublime. And the 25, you're going to call it, not bad. Slimeline, who got the silver in Triathlon, is going to get a 16 here. So Google Line's got to save this run. And that's a 29. And Drew's rate plus a 29 makes a 62. Plus a 25 makes an 87. Plus a 16 puts them at a 103. And that's good enough for 3rd place, despite the fact that Slimeline did not do well. So if Slimeline had done better, they might even challenge the Hazers for 2nd place. That's the Limers this season. They don't look bad at all. So now our antepenultimate, 3rd to last team, we've got the Glide Glaciers to serve up with our captain, Glide. Not bad. Now we have Glace. 24. Now we have Glacie. And 27 and Glacier. 24 number, 24 and 24, and 27 and 27, so a 54 plus a 48 makes a 106, but their top does not top the Hazers. So the Glide Glaciers take 3rd place. So our penultimate team up 2nd place in the standings, we have the Cobalts. Azure, by the way, is the captain this season, has decided that maybe he's the one who has the most leadership. A 26 is not a bad way to just kick it off. At that, Cerulean does pretty well. Now Gnome is still trying to get newer to Marble Sports. Ever since Meepo decided to leave, it does not look too well. 17 plus 18, 35. Their 24 makes that 59. Plus their 26 is going to make, oh, just an 85. That is disappointing by the Cobalts. That puts them in 14th place at maximum, and then Animal Alliance is probably going to outscore them. But 14th place at maximum is not what the Cobalts needed. They're not going to hold 2nd place after this. One more team to run, and that's the championship leader. That's Animal Alliance. Fast Froggo, the gold medalist in the triathlon, will be going up first and leads them off with a 28. That's one of the best starts we've seen. Only thing one I think that beats that would be the Limers. Super Saiyan Cat can't quite match it up. A 25 is still not a bad score. And now Llama Legend, 27, and knocks Fast Froggo up to a 29, and Serpent Smart, the captain, is going to make sure that that's classified as a 27, and then Serpent Smart gets a 27 in the process. So it's a 29 plus 2, 27. So 29 plus 54 makes 83, plus 25 makes a 108, and Animal Alliance captures 2nd place. But no one's going to be able to catch Indigo Stars, and they're still miles off, 17. We'll show you at the closing, at the podium ceremony, but Animal Alliance, that is here. But that's still a bit of a ways to go from Indigo Stars. That just shows you how dominant the Indigo Stars were. And that's really impressive. A 125 and a balance beam that's now very balanced. Still, you have to give Animal Alliance props. 2nd place by 2 points. Hazers captured 3rd. Now here are your results for balancing. Raspberry Racers get their 2nd dead last placement. Pummelbees finish in 14th once again because they had no tiebreakers. And then you head up. Hazers got their 2nd straight podium, and Animal Alliance got their 3rd straight top 4 finish, as well as the Glide Glaciers. who now are going to retake second place in overall standings, 3 points ahead of the Hazers, who are 1 point ahead of the Limers, who are 1 point ahead of the Indigo Stars, then the Cobalts are 1 point ahead of Thunderbolts, then Team Momo, and then a tie for 9 between Turtle Sliders, who have been very consistent, and Team Maniacs, who are not been consistent, and the Chocolatiers, who have a bronze, have a dead last, have this finish. Phoenix Firepower and the Roller Sunrises, Raspberry Racers now are only 3 points ahead of the Bumblebees. So yeah, those are some very results. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the podium ceremony. 4th to the Gliding Glaciers. Once again, 3rd to the Hazers. 2nd place to Animal Alliance. And your winner, the Indigo Stars. That moves them up from a tie in 13th place to 5th place. And after event 3, these things are looking good. Next one will feature that board. And after that will feature that board. And then we had the track rally, which you can't see because it's nighttime. That's part of the point. Pulsars have been great hosts, and they've done similar things to what the Hazers have done, but just a little less, but they have not looked like bad hosts so far. Thank these athletes for competing, and thank you for watching. I'm Gorgeous Sanjay.